We have a real-life fairy tale coming at you from the streets of Dallas. Okay, we can't actually tell you how it ends, but we can tell you how it starts.
If someone tried to jack your car right now, do you know how you'd react? Most people have no idea. You know the conservative political commentator Tomi Lahren? Some love her, others can't stand her. Either way, everyone's talking about her, specifically these yoga pants she wore the other day with a pocket in the front to stick her gun in.
Uncomfortable, ignorant, disgusting. Those are just a few of the words people here on UNT campus are using to describe an outraging incident that happened on campus that's gone viral online.
Well, so is President Donald Trump.
It started with an argument in this neighborhood. A woman in her 40s admits to shooting her husband. Why? She says they were arguing over him beating their cat.
There's some monkey business going on in Corsicana. Meet Dobby, a gorilla statue in a cage at the community park. Seems harmless, doesn't he? Wrong. The great ape debate is turning the city upside down.
Of course, they're gone crazy or what?
Everyone is going bananas over this caged gorilla.
He had his arms, one like this and one out like that.
For 20 years, Dobby wasn't exactly on the A-list.
Just something that kids play on.
Until the city hauled him off, and suddenly, fame, flowers, and bananas. There's even a Facebook page mourning his loss.
He used to climb on it, and I used to try to touch his finger. His finger was just pointing out, and I always tried to touch it.
Last month, someone offended by the ape called the city, and the city took him away, saying Dobby is potentially racially insensitive.
What's so offensive about a gorilla in a cage? We have real ones in cages.
His removal caused a huge uproar. Okay, maybe not a Harambe uproar, but so much so, they're putting Dobby back into the park in some capacity.
Somebody's just gonna find that offensive too.
It sounds like good news for the town. We just don't know yet if Dobby's return will be a walk in the park. The monkey business going on in Corsicana might be over. The city brought back the gorilla statue in the park after people went bananas over the removal. In a matter of seconds.
Traumatizing.
In broad daylight.
Oh my God, somebody just got robbed outside.
A criminal who has some real guts caught on camera.
1082.
It was just a normal day for Connie Yen.
You want to just do the stretch string then?
Owner of Queen Beads.
Good day, bye.
She closed up shop at 6, said goodbye to her employee, and got in her car.
Yeah, I got in, I was adjusting the seat.
That's when she heard her back door open.
Thought it was my worker, because when I turned around, I was like, Karen.
It wasn't Karen. And what she saw on this surveillance footage is keeping her up at night.
I was just like, oh my God.
This silver BMW was watching Yen from across the parking lot. Must have seen her put her purse in her back seat and wanted it. Just as Yen closes the door, the car backs into the parking spot next to hers. A guy gets out, snatches her purse, and drive off. All in a matter of seconds.
Everything was in there.
But it's not about her designer purse, the cash, or any of her stuff that's gone.
If they have that kind of, braveness to just come in while you're in there, I mean, what else could they possibly do?
Yen wants you to learn from it.
Be super aware of everything around you,
And lock your car the second you get in. Have you been to the pharmacy in Deep Ellum? It's the bar in Dallas where you can get milkshake wasted. Just what your inner child prescribed.
We're not pharmacists.
And that's why they're not filling your orders anymore.
You're not legally allowed to use the name the pharmacy unless you're a legitimate pharmacy.
Yeah, the state sent them a letter letting them know. Because someone might walk in trying to pick up their medication at a bar, right? Sounds like the punchline to a joke.
Kind of a blessing in disguise.
Corey Good and the other owners Control-Alt-Deleted the pharmacy concept, but don't fret.
they've already leveled up.
We're still doing floats. We're still doing scoops of ice cream.
After the little hiccup, they're back online with a new screen name, Select Start Arcade and Bar.
During the day, it's family friendly. We have some of the old school games, the new school games. We brought in a PS4, Xbox One, so you have it set up to where you can be at the bar and be playing some games with your friends or whatever online.
He says the arcade is something Deep Ellum is lacking. But if you're still dreaming of these heavenly creations,
We will be back.
stay tuned for their new location where you can sip a shake, no doctor's note required.
You see graffiti all the time and probably don't think it's a big deal. But check out this video. Fed up small business owners are putting taggers on blast.
You might call it the Achilles heel of the neighborhood. They like to play tag here, but no one's running around. A city task force used to pay attention to this, but now
I'm gonna paint it, just get a big paint and paint over it. That's all I can do.
the beautiful streets of Deep Ellum are littered with graffiti. Just ask David Carranza.
Everywhere, it's just getting real bad.
He's basically an amateur painter at this point.
I have to buy paint, I have to get, do it myself, get an employee to do it. And, I'm running a small business. I don't have time to be taking care of this every time it happens. And this is a monthly occurrence.
He owns Leather Masters, where he's installed video cameras to catch those tagging his shop.
Cars passing by, people passing by, nobody cares.
I'll tell you who does care, the professional painters. That's who.
Oh, it drives me crazy.
Preston Panic and his girlfriend spend days on this art.
There's not a single thing you can look on within 10 feet of us that doesn't have something written on it. Look behind us. I mean, it's everywhere.
And that's precisely why he and his girlfriend are painting this mural and 9 others around Deep Ellum for free.
The chances of you getting your wall tagged on, if you just have a regular wall, is a really good chance. The chance of you getting tagged on, if you have a mural on it, drops a whole bunch.
He says there are rules that these taggers typically follow, and spraying art is a no-no.
If these kids really want to get their name out there, if they really want to do some actual art, there's better ways to do it.
While Panic hopes the taggers will take some interest in real art rather than a crime, David would like to see somebody do something about it. Yeah, like the task force, which used to have this covered.
Definitely, since it stopped, it's gotten out of control.
So, to the taggers out there, while we aren't sure which consequences you'll actually face, we'll tell you one thing. David isn't the only one watching you. Everyone with access to Facebook could be.